lie, this might be a rant video. I'm very angry about this situation when it comes to the 2 matches that is going to be premiered on No Mercy that should be left for Survivor Series. I'm being honest. Why do you have Cena and Reigns and Strowman and Lesnar on a minor pay-per-view? Why? Because Brock doesn't want to do it because he set up his contract that way? It's because Cena is going off and doing so many other things? Come on. Why do it now when you could save it for another time? You could have saved it. But no, you let them do what they want, and in the end, we're having a stupid situation where 2 really good matches that actually could be a great payout for the WWE at Survivor Series. People want to see Strowman beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar. Then people want to see Cena 2.0 get destroyed by the original #1 Cena. It's ridiculous to waste it here. But this is what we got. 2 weeks out from this pay-per-view, I'm angry. I'm not going to lie. This is just plain stupid. It is stupid. Now, let's get to the 2 matches that I want to just get them over with. Cena and Strowman and Reigns and Jason Jordan. Now, we know what happened in both matches. But I am going to say certain things about these 2 guys. When it came to Cena, and I want to say this before I get any farther, I got to say this about John Cena. And I got a picture stuck on my shoulder right now. Look, I want to say this to any Cena fan. If you guys have ever seen the rise and fall of ECW, and you guys remember when Tommy Dreamer in one part of it said, when I finally won the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, I was so freaking happy. I was ecstatic, but then I felt rotten and sad. You know why? Because the only reason I got the title is because I was the only one left. Everyone else was gone. Guess when it comes down to Cena, and I'm ranting about this because I know a lot of people love Cena and they care about Cena. The promo he cut on Roman Reigns weeks ago was great. To them, yes. To me, no. The promo that he cut on Roman Reigns was dumb. You know why? Because we already heard it so many times. Where Cena does whatever he wants on the mic. He's treated as a good guy when he's a bad guy. But here's the thing. There's only one reason Cena's on top. Only one. It's not just because he buried the people in the back. It's not. It's not because he doesn't have ability in the ring and he doesn't have the ability on the mic. I'm not saying he doesn't. In fact, I got the My Life of John Cena, and if you don't remember that DVD set, he does 5 questions of the champ, and he is nasty, talking his ass off, talking about the Steve Lombardi, I fucking hate you. I have to say that that's my favorite thing of John Cena. 5 questions with the champ. It is so freaking hilarious. If you ever seen it, watch it. It's funny. If you can find it on YouTube, there are very few episodes. You're going to have to buy the set. Or maybe someone could ask me and I'll see maybe if I want to upload it somewhere. Maybe. But anyway, when it comes down to Cena, there's only one reason why he's popular. There's only one reason why he was pushed. It's just like what Tommy Dreamer said. He was the only one left. See it like this. Kurt Angle left in 2005-06. Then you had Brock Lesnar leave around 2004. You had Goldberg leave around 2004. You got The Rock leaving before that. And then you had Austin leaving before that. And in between that, what do you get? You get a Nature Boy who went part-time. You got the Triple H who went part-time. You got Batista after a certain amount of time. He left. Then you got Edge being one of the few people next to Randy Orton that was there. That was actually more popular than John Cena. But then by 2009 or 8, he wasn't there all the time. And then by 2011, Edge had to quit because he messed up his neck so bad he couldn't work anymore. So what do you got? You got John Cena as the only person that was willing to work his ass off, that was willing to be prominent, and when he got hurt, he came back quickly. See it in that respect. Vince cares about that boy only because he was the only one left that was willing to stay and not get so messed up and was able to come back quick. That's it. If there was anyone else, they would have gone with someone else. Believe that. Taking it from a little bit of Roman Reigns. I know that was a rant. I had to say that. I've been wanting to say that for a while. But anyway, the matches themselves were fine. They were both very good matches, particularly Braun Strowman destroying Cena. That was very good. And it makes me think, you know what? We're not getting the Roman Reigns push like we thought we were going to get. It's going to be Braun Strowman they're going with instead of Roman Reigns. I guess they decided to A6 Roman Reigns and focus on Braun Strowman more for this year. Maybe next year they'll push Roman Reigns. This year Roman Reigns is not the focus. That's how I feel about it. Now, I want to say this about the women's title match. I don't care. I don't care about the Fatal 4-Way coming at No Mercy. It should have been at SummerSlam, Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss, and Nia Jax winning. And all the women have to struggle against her. It makes more better sense to have it that way, particular because guess who's coming to Raw, like I said, possibly Raw, or SmackDown I said, but possibly Raw. Asuka is now coming to Raw. Now, it would have been better that Nia Jax be champ by the time Asuka came to the main roster. Because then it would have made sense that the monster can only be beaten by the one person that she's ever truly struggled against. But no, this is about Asuka. And Asuka's going to destroy everyone to become champ. And the thing is that that's going to be boring. I wanted to see Asuka struggle to become champ. Because she has to go up against someone she faced once before. Unless Nia Jax wins here, and then Asuka has to do several matches before she even comes near her. But you know how they are on Raw. They're going to throw her right up to the main title scene. And that's just going to piss me off. Now, we got Goldust going against Bray Wyatt. That's sad. Bray Wyatt facing Goldust, if it was during the time when Bray Wyatt was really hot, that would have been interesting seeing that the gold one go up against the Eater of Worlds back then. But now, it's nothing. And then you care about them man versus man match at No Mercy. What the fuck is that? That's nothing. This is a joke. I feel sorry for Finn Balor having to do a stupid match like that. And then I still love Bray Wyatt, but why should I care about Bray? He's still doing exactly as he's done in the last 3 to 4 years. It's a joke. He's nothing now. I really believe he needs to just leave the company and just go to Lucha Underground. Go to Lucha Underground. He stand a better chance. And I ask this again from anybody. Do they want me to do any reviews of Lucha Underground? I still haven't seen the product in 4 years or 3 years. Haven't seen it in a long time. So you guys tell me if you want me to review it. Because it's kind of hard to juggle all these reviews that I do and going to the doctor. So tell me which one you want me to do and I got to focus on it. I may actually stop doing Raw to do Lucha Underground. But you guys, tell me how you feel. Anyway, you already know what happened with that. Now, how can I say this about what happened at the end of the show? Did I really care? No. What are we getting with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose? People are very happy to see a mini Shield back together. But then, the Hardys are not being pushed at all. I would rather see Jeff Hardy try to go after the IC title again. Or better yet, Matt Hardy. Matt, who had the broken brilliance, who sometimes shows a little bit of it. I want to see him go crazy and broken again. I wish they would just get this situation dealt with so Matt Hardy can be Matt Hardy, the broken one, and Brother Nero can be Brother Nero, and we have that. The greatest tag team in the world would be beating the shit out of everybody. But as it stands, I am bored with the Hardys. I just am. I'm bored with them. And I still love the Hardys, but I'm bored with them because they're not doing anything. I feel so bad for them. They came back with such incredible momentum in WrestleMania. And now they're a freaking joke. I am so angry at the WWE for wasting them. They got wasted. They have gone to other promotions they were so hot in Ring of Honor. They were beyond hot in TNA. And now, what are they doing? What are they doing? Anyway, it doesn't really matter who won. I know who won. The Faces won. Who cares? They'll probably have a fatal 4-way at No Mercy with the Hardys versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus Anderson and Luke Gallows. And I can't remember who the last one is. And Sheamus and Cesaro. And I got to say this about Cesaro. Cesaro, out of everyone there, is the most blue chipper there is. And I wish he would go on his own separate title run, going after the Universal title. They really need him to go because he's the best one there. Out of all those men, he's the one that could truly make the Universal title interesting if there was no Braun Strowman and there was no Roman Reigns. I'm being honest. I would love him to go over to SmackDown and go after the WWE Championship there and be a fucking champion. But that's just my point of view. And finally, the one thing I'm going to talk about that needs to be talked about, that is the ending of the show for me. That is Miz TV with Enzo Amore. That, I felt, was the best segment of the entire show. Everything else was secondary to this. And I know you could say Braun Strowman destroying John Cena was really big. No. This was the biggest. Because of how it felt. Look, you got two really good talkers in The Miz and Enzo Amore. They just very good talkers. And then you got The Miz. If it's true, which it probably is, that Maurice is pregnant. Congrats, Miz. You finally knocked her up. That's good. Then you got Enzo Amore coming out, pissing off The Miz, and The Miz cutting such a beautiful promo on him, pretty much saying the truth. Saying you've been pissing people off. You have incredible potential, but you're stupid. Stupid boy. Why don't you let me help you? I was in the same position as you. And then Enzo said something that really, let's be honest here, it's stupid. Honestly. He said that when it comes to The Miz, he's ripped people off and used their gimmicks. Well, dumb dick. How many other wrestlers have done that? Ric Flair did it from, what, Buddy Rogers? The Nature Boy Buddy Rogers? Where do you think Nature Boy Ric Flair came from? What happened to the blonde hair when he went total blonde platinum? That wasn't because he was blondish, he went platinum blonde because of Buddy Rogers. Everyone takes something from another wrestler. And The Miz has taken a good amount of stuff from some people, mushed them together, and made it his own. And that is why The Miz is awesome. Not because he's using gimmicks from other people, but because he managed to take all those gimmicks, mish them together, and actually make them work. Not everybody can do that. Dick. You're the one that's soft, Enzo Amore. But in the end, what did we get? We got a match between Enzo Amore and The Miz. And this was what was it? What did I think? It was the Battle of the Mics. I think that's the best title. I guess that might be the best title. I don't know. Or Who's Your Daddy? But in the end, we got The Miz trying to out-talk Enzo Amore before the match, during the match, especially, how you doing? Hitting his head on the mat. How you doing? Hitting his head on the mat. Of course. I think that's what he said. How you doing? Hitting his head on the mat. And then Enzo taking the mic and says, maybe you shouldn't be saying anything other than, are you the daddy? Or who's the daddy? That really pissed a lot of people off. It pissed The Miz off. And Enzo got his ass destroyed. That kind of makes me think, well, what do you wonder? Is Enzo going after the IC title? Or is he going after the Cruiserweights? Well, when the match was over and Enzo was in the back, you got Neville laughing at his ass. Which I felt was very good. That was the best segment of the entire show. Anyone else can say, well, it wasn't. To me, it was. That was the thing that made the show good to me. Because as it stands, the show is pissing me off. You got two matches that are for No Mercy that should not be there. You don't have anything going on with Jason Jordan. You got nothing going on in the tag division. You definitely have nothing going on with the women division. Instead of giving the title to Nia Jax, you're leaving it in Alexa Bliss's hand. And now Asuka is coming, where instead of having to face everyone and then going after the biggest woman there and that making it special, she's not going to be the one that's going to be dealing with that. It just doesn't feel like it's special. It feels like shit. And it's making me angry. But that segment saved it for me. Not saying the show was good. To me, the show was okay. But that's just my point of view. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace. And tell me if you want me to watch Lucha Underground. See ya.